Welcome back to PrepSolution's SHRM Senior Certified Professional Question of the Day. Today, we work an interpersonal question about executive mediation, where 3 of the 4 options look decisive and the right one looks quiet. Cluster, interpersonal, competency, relationship management, difficulty, hard. Here is the refrain: map, then meet. Here is the scenario. A CHRO faces an impasse during an enterprise system integration. The CFO mandates an immediate budget freeze. The CIO requires continued funding to prevent data loss. The CEO requires a joint resolution by Friday. What should the CHRO do next? Your 4 options. Option A, escalate the financial and operational risk data to the CEO to secure an executive mandate. Option B, conduct private bilateral meetings with the CFO and CIO to map underlying strategic interests. Option C, convene a joint negotiation session with both leaders to draft a compromised funding schedule. Option D, establish a cross-functional governance committee to oversee enterprise integration expenditures. Pause here, pick your answer. Ready? 3 answers feel decisive. They skip the phase where the real work happens. The correct answer is option B. Conduct private bilateral meetings with the CFO and CIO to map underlying strategic interests. Why? Because executive impasse has a strict sequence. Bilateral mapping comes first, before any joint session, before any escalation, before any long-term structure. You cannot resolve entrenched executives by putting them in the same room. You resolve them in different rooms first. Why option B is correct. Executive mediation is called shuttle diplomacy. The facilitator moves privately between the parties, listening, mapping, and only convening them together at the very end. Watch the 4 panels. Panel 1. The CHRO sits in the CFO's office. The CFO's position is visible. Freeze the budget, but private conversation surfaces what the CFO has not said publicly. A need for Q4 fiscal credibility, a board watching the burn rate, a concern that it's not anti-integration, it is anti-cost overrun. These are the hidden interests. Panel 2, same scene, different office, the CIO. The CIO's position, keep funding flowing. The hidden interests, also private. Data loss risk, a closing integration window, a concern that is not anti-fiscal, it is anti-technical debt. Panel 3 is where the real work happens. The CHRO is alone at a wall with both sets of interests now visible together. And 3 overlaps appear. Both executives need Q4 success. Neither wants board embarrassment. Both respect the Friday deadline. The executives were not actually opposed. Their positions were opposed. Their interests were shared. Panel 4. Only now does the CHRO convene both executives, not to open a negotiation, to present a map both of them recognize as their own interests. This is the framework Fisher and Urey established in Getting to Yes. Positions are what you say. Interests are why you say it. The joint meeting is the last step, not the first. There is a second layer to this question. Every wrong answer is a right answer for a different phase of mediation. 4 phases. Phase 1, bilateral mapping. This is where option B belongs. This is where the CHRO is right now. Phase 2, joint negotiation. Option C lives here, valid, but only after phase 1. Phase 3, escalation if needed. Option A lives here, valid, but only if bilateral and joint have both failed. Phase 4, long-term governance. Option D lives here, valid, but for future integrations, not for Friday. Every option is a right move somewhere. Only B is the right move here. 4 moves in strict order, no shortcuts. Listen to one executive. Privately, no advice. Do not problem solve. Do not suggest. Your only job is to understand their world, pressures, constraints, hidden fears. Promise confidentiality. Keep it. Move 2, listen to the other executive. Same principle. Do not compare. Do not judge, not even subtly. Each bilateral is its own conversation. Move 3, map the overlap. Alone with your notes. Find 3 to 5 interests, both parties share. Note the 2 or 3 interests where they diverge but do not oppose. This is the real work of mediation. This is the hour that makes everything else land. Move 4, convene with a draft. Bring both executives together now, but arrive with a draft shared interest framework already sketched. You are not opening a negotiation. You are presenting a map both parties recognize as their own interests. Enter the room with the map already drawn, or don't enter the room yet. Now, why the other 3 fail? Option A, escalate to the CEO for an executive mandate. Escalation is a real option. It belongs at phase 3, after bilateral and joint have both failed. Executing it at phase 1 abdicates the facilitation role the CHRO is hired to perform. The CEO did not ask for a decision. The CEO asked for a resolution. Phase 3, move at phase 1. Wrong phase. Option C, convene a joint negotiation session. Joint negotiation is phase 2. It requires phase 1 first. Convening entrenched executives before their hidden interests have been mapped forces them to defend their positions publicly. Positions harden when defended publicly. You walk out with the same impasse you walked in with. Phase 2, move at phase 1, a wrong phase. Option D, establish a cross-functional governance committee. Governance committees are phase 4 work. They are the structural fix for future impasses, not the facilitation move for the present one. Building a committee does not resolve a Friday deadline. It creates process for the next integration, not this one. Phase 4, move at phase 1. Wrong phase. The pattern. In any executive impasse question, diagnose the phase first, then match the strategy to the phase. Phase 1 is bilateral interest mapping. Phase 1 always comes first, no exceptions. That is question number 5. If you want to pass SHRM-SCP the first time, PrepSolution has you covered. 1,500 strategic questions across all 3 domains, 3 full-length mock exams, 600 high-density review flashcards, the SJI Strategic Decision Masterclass, an adaptive 12-week study calendar, 6 months for $179.99, 12 months for $249.99, one-time payment, no subscriptions. Thanks for watching. Practice every day. Pass with confidence. PrepSolution.com/exam/SHRM-SCP.